19-0. With the win over Penn State, in all likelihood, they'll become the #1 team in the country with a Duke loss earlier in the week. They got that big-time freshman Jared Sullinger. Lamp and foul house stayed up 10 after the free throw. But Penn State looking for their 3rd straight win over a ranked opponent. They've never done that. Taylor Battle. Nittany Lions go up 61-60. But William Buford, 13 points, nails the 3. Buckeyes up by 2. A minute to play. We're tied at 63. The big fella inside. Again counted, and the foul. Buckeyes up 3 after the free throw. David Jackson inside. He gets a lay-in and the foul. Game tied at 66. 15 seconds to play. Sullinger, are you serious? Are you serious? Sullinger, 19 points. Last chance, Penn State battle. No good. The Buckeyes, their best start since the 1961-62 season.
Meetings with Nebraska. Bill Self's Jayhawks hosting the Huskers at Allen Fieldhouse. Second half, Marcus Morris, Thomas Robinson. Kansas up 2 after they were down as much as 10 early second half. Robinson again, it's a 15-4 KU run, but Nebraska gets a last look here. Under 10 seconds left, down 3. Caleb Walker for the tie. Kansas holds on. They're 17-0. They extend their school record home court winning streak to 69 games.
At home against Cincinnati. First half, Chris Joseph. He only has 2 points in the game. I'll tell you why in a second. Here are those 2. Syracuse up 10 early. But later in the first half, though, scary moment for Joseph. He goes baseline. He falls down. You can hear the head hit the floor. Joseph stays down for a while. Look at that. Wow. He would leave with headaches. The reports are he should be okay. He would not return. Second half, Cuse up by 8. Rick Jackson, Fat Mello for the jam. 16-0 run to start the second half for the Cuse. Then later, Jackson, his 11th double-double of the season, 15 and 11 for him. The Cuse, they got Pittsburgh, big Monday.
New Mexico would extend the nation's longest active win streak to 19 games. An Aztecs record. Here's Malcolm Thomas. San Diego State on the road within 1. Aztecs have played 3 of their 4 Mountain West games away from home. Final seconds first half, off the miss 3, DJ Gay. From half court! Yeah. He finished with a career-high 30, hitting 7 of 11 threes, including that one. Beats the buzzer, San Diego State up 8 at halftime. Second half, Alex Kirk. Nope. Drew Gordon. Yup, Gordon, a transfer from UCLA, had a career-high 23 points along with 14 rebounds. Kawhi Leonard in the lane here. He had 19 points, 15 boards. And San Diego State wins 87-77. The Aztecs are 19-0, their best start ever.
#1 Duke, #1 for now. Now that's next year's starting backcourt. Kyrie Irving and Doc Rivers' son, Austin Rivers. He's signed to play with Duke. And boy, they could have used them in the first half on Saturday. Just missing from everywhere. Maybe a hangover from their first loss of the season earlier this week to Florida State. Coach K clearly frustrated. Duke down 6 at the half. Second half, Duke down by 7. Kyle Single inside, no, but Seth Curry there for the putback. Duke within 5. Later, Duke now up by 1. Nolan Smith, he had himself a day. How about 29 points, including that throwdown? Duke up by 3. Later, Smith finds Andre Dock, a smooth-looking 3. Duke rebounds. They win by 16.
Maryland and Villanova here. Dino Gregory's second half. And the Terps and Villanova have a 5-point second half lead. In fact, Nova trailed by as much as 12 midway through the second. But Corey Fisher ties it there. He had 17. Final minute, Malik Waynes knocks down a 3. Waynes had 22. And Villanova comes back to win 74-66. The Wildcats are 16-1. 13th ranked Texas A&M hosting number 12 Mizzou. 15 seconds to play. Aggies down 2. Chris Middleton. Foul. He is their leading scorer, 15.8 per game. Hit the first. Here's the second. Money. That tied it at 77. Final ticks. They'll get a last look. Phil Pressey for the win. Can't hit it. We'll go to overtime. In OT, final minute. Marcus Denman. Denman from way downtown. Lawrence Bowers back to Denman. But there's Middleton. Comes up with the steal. He scored 11 of his 28 in the overtime, and the Aggies are up by 1. Pressey, here's another just killer turnover. This time B.J. Holmes will strip. Middleton would hit 2 free throws. We saw he can hit free throws. Tigers down 3. Michael Dixon Jr. turns it over. And the Aggies win 91-89. Texas A&M is 16-1. The Aggies have won 13 in a row.
So Saturday?
A lot of them college hoops.
Yeah, got another one for you right here. The Louisville Cardinals down at home by 18 with less than 6 minutes to play. But Preston Knoll says, hey, those of you who left, you shouldn't have gone home. Louisville down just 3. Now down 2. After that 3, he had 17. Under 20 seconds to play. No shot clock here. For some reason, Dwight Bikes decides to shoot it. He's rejected. Now you run the old a backdoor. Kyle Couric wide open at the rim. Louisville up by 1. Next Marquette possession. They get a pretty decent look. Can't get it to go. Louisville back from 18 down to win by 1.
Michigan State following the overtime win over Wisconsin Tuesday. Tom Izzo and company looking at an extra frame again. Northwestern into the Breslin Center. Here's the freshman. Keith Appling knocks down the 3 second half. Sparty up 1. They trailed 23-18 at halftime. Drew Crawford has Northwestern up by 1. Back and forth we go. Spartans down 2. Draymond Green. There's the whistle. He hit them both, tied it at 60. Green had 16 points. End of regulation. Green will get a last look for the win. This is it. They're going to overtime again. The Badgers in OT. Could they take care of the Wildcats here in extra time? In the OT, here's Appling. He had 19, 71-67. Michigan State off to a 4-1 start in Big Ten play.
All right, let's stay in the Big Ten now. Wisconsin coming off an overtime loss to Michigan State earlier in the week, taking on number 16 Illinois. Dimitri McCamey, he had himself a rough first half. It misses the jumper here, then later the step back, no. Had about 4 points, 1 of 5 in the first half. Illinois only down 2 at the break, though. Second half, Keaton Nankerville catch fire. Hits the 3, top of the key, Wisconsin up 7. Then Nankerville, he's going to seal off his defender. The bucket wide open for Jordan Taylor. Taylor, 22 points, 4 dunks. Moments later, Nankerville, he nails another 3. He had 14 points, 3 of 8 from deep. Wisconsin, a 10-0 run to start the second half. Then John Lord, he had a game-high 26. Wisconsin wins by 10.
Tonight, trying to avoid their first losing streak of the season. In Morgantown, West Virginia, the Boilers 5-0 all-time against the Mountaineers. Under 45 seconds left, down 6. Juwan Johnson hits. Purdue immediately fouls Joe Mazzulla. He's shooting the 1-and-1, misses the front end. Purdue grabs the rebound, calls timeout. Under 30 seconds left, Purdue down 2. Johnson has 24 points already, sets up in the post, but Etuan Moore decides to shoot it from the outside instead. How does Moore's shot go? It doesn't. West Virginia grabs the rebound. Purdue fouls Mazzulla one more time. It's 1 of 2 from the line. Last chance for Purdue. Lewis Jackson misses, gets his own rebound, finds Ryan Smith behind the arc. Smith misses, Mazzulla the rebound, and West Virginia knocks off Purdue in a wild affair by 4.
11th-ranked Notre Dame throttled by Marquette, 22 points last time out, dealing with the fighting Daddy Labs for the second time in 8 days. They beat the Johnnies by 15 in South Bend, but come out cold here. Ben Hansbrough missing from 3. Jack Cooley can't get it to go. Eric Atkins called for the charge. Notre Dame 4 of 14. That's 29% shooting, 14 turnovers in the first half. I thought people loved playing at the Garden. Second half, St. John's up 7. Dwayne Poley Jr. splits the double team, and thank you very much. We're here to win. Red Storm led 32-23, and then DJ Kennedy gets some action in here. Gonna draw the foul, and that noise goes. St. John's 72-54. They avenge the loss in style. The Irish just 3 of 15 from behind the arc. Indiana State, dare I say, it's fantastic. We're gonna pick it up. Less than 10 seconds to go. We're tied at 59. Jake Odom, ball stripped by Antoine Young. Fouls called. Indiana State calls timeout. What are the Sycamores going to do? 4.3 seconds to play. Keep your eye on Carl Richard. Odom misses the shot, but Richard is there for the tip-in at the buzzer and the win. Box out. Guard your guy. Ball you, man. All the things the coaches teach. Up over his head. Fantastic work by Richard. And the Sycamores win it 61-59.
I believe this is the first ever Holy Cross Bucknell highlight I've done on SportsCenter. So something special must have taken place here, too. That's Dave Paulson, the coach of Bucknell. Under 2 minutes left. Holy Cross down 4. Devin Brown the drive, and the dish to Josh Jones. Smooth for Jones. He finished with 14. tied at 72, under 10 seconds left. Daryl Shazer finds Mike Muscala in the corner. Muscala had a game-high 23 and 13 rebounds. Last chance for Holy Cross. Brown misses the shot, and Bucknell hangs on to win at home, 74-72.
Start with number 4 Pittsburgh getting a visit from number 3 Syracuse. Orange came in at 18-0, 5-0 in the Big East. Ben Roethlisberger said, hey, the Jets can wait. I want to see some basketball. And here's what he saw early. A whole lot from the team from Pittsburgh. Gilbert Brown, no. Nasir Robinson there to tip it in. Pittsburgh up 9-0, 21 for Robinson. Gary McGee hit up 11-0. Brad Wanamaker, 13-0 Panthers. Trevon Woodall going to Dante Taylor, 15-0 Pittsburgh. After a steal, Talib Zana going the other way. Jamie Dixon, his team up 17-0. He said he was worried that it wouldn't last. It did last a little while longer. Brad Wanamaker, Pittsburgh started the game on a 19-0 run. Jim Boeheim without his leading scorer, Chris Joseph, who had a concussion Saturday, but here comes the cue. Scoop Jardine, he had 12. It's 19-3. And the Syracuse fans are like, finally, we're on the board. Brandon Trish, it's 19-11 now. C.J. Fair, give me that. And you take this, 19-13 now. Couple of free throws. Rick Jackson hits the baby hook. 17-0 run for Syracuse at the 2-point game. So first 8 minutes of the game, Syracuse 0 for 10. Pitt went 9 for 16 and route to a 19-0 start to the game. But that was only the first few minutes of the game. Over the next 6 minutes, Pittsburgh went 0 for 7 from the field. Syracuse went 7 of 8 from the field during their 17-0 run. Strange game. That's what Dixon said. In the transition, Deion Waiters gets a shot blocked by Zana going the other way. Dick Vitale, what do you have?
I'm up and away. They're dancing in the Steel City.
All right, so Brown with the finish on the other end. Pittsburgh takes a 46-43 lead. Later, Robinson to Ashton Gibbs for 3. And Pittsburgh up 9 started to pull away. 2.5 minutes to go. Waiters blocked by Gilbert Brown. And you know, it doesn't matter if it's football, basketball, they love defense in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh wins at 74-66. The Cuse unbeaten no more. Kemba Walker, number 8 Connecticut, taking on number 7 Villanova. UConn already lost to Pittsburgh and Notre Dame. They can't afford another conference loss this early. Here comes Walker. Not a great shooting night for him. He was 6 of 18 from the floor. They gave UConn a 1-point lead. Corey Fisher, he had a big day. 28 points for him. Villanova up 6. Less than 7 to go. That's when the real fun began. Jeremy Lamb with a steal. Off to Walker. Back to Lamb. Give and go. And it's gone. UConn within 1. 4 minutes later, 2-point UConn lead. Lamb going baseline. 14 points for him to go with 8 rebounds. And UConn with a 4-point lead. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Villanova down 2. Fisher did it all. Tough reverse layup, game tied at 54. Corey Stokes struggled in this game, 0 for 6, scored 3 points, so Fisher carried the load. And Walker knocking down a 3. UConn back up 3. And they went back and forth. Fisher and Walker hitting big shots. Fisher 3 more, hand in his face, doesn't matter. And UConn back up 2. Walker would be fouled. He missed the first free throw. Here's the second one. Clanks that one too. 85% free throw shooter, misses 2 big ones. Back comes Villanova. Fisher draws the foul on Walker. Fisher made the first one. Here's his second. Got it, 59 apiece. Fisher scored the Wildcats' final 11 points, so Jim Calhoun's got to draw something up. Who do you think is going to shoot, Kevin?
I think it's Kemba.
Alex, I'll take Kemba Walker for 200. Yes, sir. Walker, UConn up 2. Jay Wright said they tried to double team him, but he was too fast for the double team. Fisher can't hit. And after the game, Calhoun with Jay Billis talking about the final play.
When you guys have a chance for the game-winning shot, was there any doubt where that ball's going?
We were telling Jamal, you better give up the damn ball because I want the guy over here shooting the ball. I knew they were going to try to send 2 guys at me, but the other guy came kind of late, and I was able to get by my guy and get it up. He said it was an easy shot. It didn't look that easy to me, but for him it might be easy.
That's how good he is. Calhoun said he knew the double team was coming, but Walker just does what he does. He splits them and scores anyway.
A meeting between Missouri and Kansas State. Mizzou leads the series 116-115. Michael Dixon Jr. to Marcus Denman. Jacob Pullen gets beat on the backdoor cut by Denman, who had 14 points. Mizzou up by 9. Later in the half, how about the Pressey brothers? Matt to younger brother Phil. The sons of former first-round pick Paul Pressey played 11 seasons in the NBA. Serviceable career. How about 11 seasons, 10 points per game?
You went serviceable.
Serviceable there.
Serviceable on Paul Pressey.
Jacob Poulin gets beat on another backdoor cut, and then Phil Pressey driving past Poulin. Tigers up by 15 at the break, and then Jordan Henriquez Roberts grabbing the board, scores inside. K-State down by 8. They're chipping away the Wildcats. Poulin spinning inside. Yeah, he had 16 points. But Phil Pressey stealing the ball from Poulin. Let's go the other way. Pressey to Lawrence Bowers with the field good. K-State outscored 17-4 in the final 7 minutes. Pressey, 13 points, 3 assists. That is Phil. Missouri wins 75-59.
You got Big 12 brothers? Me too. Kansas won its first 2 conference games by a total of 8 points. Road trip to Baylor looked like it might be another close game. I got Markeith and Marcus Morris. Better than serviceable. Marcus going to get the inbounds pass. Markeith not in the picture, but Marcus anticipates the cut by his brother and then finds him for the alley-oop. You know, it's that twin thing. You know, they can just feel it. Later first half, off the Josh Selby miss, Markeith, right place, right time. 1 point, the Morris twins score 18 straight Kansas points. Kansas up 15, and Marcus with a fadeaway in the lane. The Morris twins made 13 of 14 for 28 points in the first half. Scott Drew had no answers for him.
What do your bigs have to do differently against the Morris twins?
Well, I think the nation upset Kansas by telling them they were the worst 17-0 team, and they're taking out on us.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, see, you have to come up with answers for both of them. Mm-hmm. And that's a problem. Markeith to Marcus. Marcus had 25 and 5. Markeith 19 and 9. And Kansas has got another win.